Hey folks, welcome back to the lab. Well, new project today, and I'm really excited for this one. I think this might be the coolest lantern yet. This is a beautiful Prisco No. 2 by Pritchard Strong out of Rochester, New York. It's missing a filler cap, which it would be a brass filler cap, and we have copper fount. How cool is that? Beautiful. That little dent here kind of makes it a little wobble, but I think we could do something about that for sure. This thing is really tall too. This thing's 15 inches to top. When it barely fits on my table. um, yeah. Of course, it's fun to be in the breadbasket of lantern making. I live about an hour from Warsaw, where they made embries, and I'm like an hour and 20 minutes from Syracuse, where they made Dietz lanterns forever. And you had Pritchard Strong, and you had C.T. Ham out of Rochester, and there's Lisk, which is right here in my small town that I'm in right now. Lisk made the Lisk pony, and there's probably some other. I'm sure there's plenty I'm missing. I'm no expert, but we're going to. This is going to be our next project. This is extraordinary shape. Extraordinary shape. I'm just going to get the brownness off there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a polisher. I'm a cleaner and a polisher. And I'm going to put a shine on this. That's what I want. Because it's mine. But, you know, I know there's some purists. And I'm a purist about a lot of things. I just said, well, I mean, this is my hobby. And I'm going to do it the way I want. And I want this to have a nice eye-catching shine on the shelf. This is going to be a centerpiece because it's going to have to be. It's so huge. There's really nothing else bigger. I mean, I got a couple that are as tall, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so that's going to be our project. Let's. I'm excited. I haven't look at. I mean, you can tell I haven't touched this. I haven't. Raised the globe or anything. This is interesting. Different. Everything's different than what I'm used to here, and it's great. All right, I'm excited. Let's get to work. All right, I had to go wide angle on this thing because it's just so big, and ooh, that looks creepy. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's see if I can get at that. Let's see what it. Look at that. Look at that massive globe. There's a Embraer air pilot globe. Pretty much the same thing, just hacked off right there. Interesting. All right, let's look here. Yeah, let's take a closer look. That's next thing is that's a 1-inch wick. Looks like in there. I don't want to scratch anything because I don't know what this burner is made of. There we go. This, by the way, is a pry tool for taking off molding in a car. Oh my God, I just did something there. Boy, oh boy. See, you know what? See, that's how we learn, though. We all learn by screwing up. But this is gonna be mine, so I'm the one that has to see my screw ups. Oops. Leverage. I need a leverage. There we go. All right. That's gonna shine up. What did I do there? Okay. That's all right. I can work around that screw up I just did. Burner is in there a little. No surprise. There we go. Just a little touch. Okay. It's going to shine up nice too. Nice action. Look at that cute little thing. But I can't tell if that says something on it because I'm blind. Oh, smooth. So smooth. Oh, I can't even move this thing around with it. With all that. This thing's so tall. Okay, let me go wash this up. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we got it all cleaned up. Looks the same, except just less moth carcasses. But yeah, I mean, boy, I mean, this is it's gonna clean up so pretty. It's just a light coating of oxidation here. Can't wait to shine this up. But because this thing's so tall and it'd be hard to get a good angle for you to see, I got it on a stool here in front of my. See, and the holes are different. Yeah, that's the wrong bale, I think. That's okay. I don't care. If I was selling this, somebody buy it, say, like I said, another purist would. This will clean up nice. It'll work. It'll work for displaying and bringing out to fire it up. All right. So bale is out. It's always an important item to get out of the way, especially with an item as huge as this. There we go. Yeah, it broke off. But there's enough meat on it, I think I can at least get it to grip on there. Huh. That's unfortunate. First time I've had that happen. This must be the kind of metal that they used. Okay. Everything's oriented there. Bale is out. Question is, do I want to? I don't want to hurt this thing at all. Oh, I see. This is. I can get this out. I think the way this is constructed. I think I can. You watch it? Oh, you're now. you've been missing that. Okay, let me change angle again. If I can do this. Nope. Gotta find the right way to get leverage on this without hurting anything. There we go. Look at that. All right. Great. So next thing we're gonna do it. Oh, I don't wanna. Gotta watch that. Looks like we're getting a bit of a. Can't tell if that's stress cracking up. There's a lot of solder there holding it on, but there is a little bit of a crack. This might have gotten banged or something. All right, so this came out very nice, very nice. And that, you know, I'll finish that with the Dremel. And of course, we'll head it with CLP and that'll look beautiful. This, we just kind of took a peek with a little steel wool. See what's underneath there. Nice. This, I know this is all brass here. This is that gilding kind of coating kind of thing. I tested it down here to see. Yeah, it's just really easy. It came off with the big wheel down to the regular metal. So, we'll do that with a much softer Dremel and see what that looks like. I don't clean all this up. And bale will be just fine. We'll pound it out, make it all even, make it look real pretty. This will be Dremel work. This is nice and heavy duty, this thing. This will shine up nice. There's some steel wool on the globe guard. Good, that's gonna look nice too. All right, so don't know. I may be screwing up this this coating. What's on here? It's hard for me to tell whether this is that solidly this color or it's just a coating. I think it's a coating. I don't want to screw it up. I certainly don't, but that's how we learn, right? So I'm using this steel wool to take a slower approach as to what's underneath all this. There's a brass plate. That's what it is. That's what's going on. Brass plate. Okay, well, I may have done a little injustice to this. I'm not quite sure yet. But the stuff is, metal's brittle. I accidentally cracked it just playing with it. All right, well, gonna continue with the Dremel here. Just a little bit. I'm just gonna leave some of this tarnish on here like this. I'm gonna put a good wheel on and check it out. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful thing right there. Great. curious how that would come out. And it came out much better than I thought it would. It's great. All right, now this brass area here and a little bit around it here. All right. Not used to the globe cradle here being so heavy duty. It's cool. I like it. Not the original bale, and it looks homemade to me. Can't see that, but look, I'll put this on the line. Weird shape. We'll make something out of it. And I have some vintage junk, a couple vintage junk lanterns. But the problem is the bales on those junk lanterns are junk. All right, I got to keep a towel underneath the bottom of this because the little dent is kind of causing it to be uneven. So I put one of my older bits on here so I know it'll fit in here and finish this little area that I couldn't get to. Let's do that. Whoa. Oh, need my headset on. I think what I'm going to do is to start is very lightly with some steel wool. I'm going to go over this fount to kind of get rid of the big lumps. This polish is pretty I think we need to remove some big lumps before we put the polish on there. Geez, I could already. Because I don't know how much polish I have left. I have not used any of this polish. Look at it. I got this disastrous can of some wadding polish. And I got this very old can of Mother's. This thing's been around forever. I've had it here. But there's still plenty of polish in it. And I got a microfiber cloth. And then we're going to give that a try. And we'll probably use the Dremel. I don't have enough polishing pads to do this whole thing. And the number 2 quietly emerges from the fount. Beautiful. Okay. Looks like something had dripped on there. Let's try. Let's see what this looks like in here. Ooh. Yeah, it's seen better days. Let's see what happens, folks. That might be a very interesting look. That kind of like halfway brought back kind of deal. Feel like I may need something with a bit like a polish with more grit. You know, because this is just old. This is old beat up copper. Oh, I'm seeing more deformation now in this tank. It's mushed. I didn't notice that before. That explains the teeter-totter. Yeah, this is the bottom of the fount. This here, if you can see, I just realized I had you on Zoom. Sorry about that if you missed some stuff. I apologize. But yeah, you can see the fount is good here, flattened out here, and that explains this. You know, there's a dent in the top too, so this thing probably had a good fall. All right, I'm gonna try the buffing tool. All right. Well, I can't exactly tell what's going on here until we get this off. All right, that's a whole different animal right there. Good. I got rid of some of that solder that was covering the pea up. Boy, that is some pesky tarnish, man. Whew. I gotta find a way to get around that filler spout, which, by the way, is I'm missing one. Missing it. That's got a couple cracks in the brass. Oh, let's go play over here for a sec. Let's try this out. Let's take a little look. Here, see how we're doing. Yeah, coming around. Yeah, changing the wheel. Wow, changing the wheel. Changing the bumping wheel did a big difference here. Yeah, that's what we like. I am liking that. And I'm okay with it being imperfect with all these little things around. I just hope I can get the rest of this to match that, because that's heavily tarnished here. I might have to do a little more steel woolen on that to get it started. Very mild steel wool. All right, let me fix this. Let me fix this half with the new buffing wheel. Nice. Yeah, I got to figure out how to get around this filler spout with polishing compound. And I got to get the sides of that too. Oh, that's looking nice. All right. Well, folks, I've been out of the lab for a couple days. I've been missing this project, but there was just so much going on. We're going to try a little remedy of my grandmother's to see if we can get some of this tarnish off of here before I polish, just for the fun. And it's salt and vinegar, a little baking soda in there. Let's see what it does. Oh, look at it bubbling. I can't tell if anything's happening. Usually it happens like right away, but maybe this tarnish is real deep. Let's keep putting around here and see what happens. Why not? Give it some time to work. It's gonna smell like a salad bar in here, but nothing wrong with that. Looks like it's lightening up. Yeah, it definitely does. I don't recall how do you get it off of here? Maybe I'll try a little green scrubby on there. All right, I'm trying a little green scrubby or Scotch Brite, whatever you want to call it. See if that changes things. I mean, I'm getting some of it off with the Scotch Brite. It could have been getting it off without the salt and vinegar on there. Something's happening. I could feel the texture. There's a good amount of coating of tarnish on here. Like, this is so polished, nice and smooth, but I can hear it too. Of course, there's salt on there now, but all right, let's try a little more. Let's see what happens. Starting to look great. I don't need this to be completely void of any tarnish or anything. You know, I may leave just enough for it to match the rest of the lantern. But I would like some shine on there to make it pop on the shelf. Yeah. Yeah. Progress. Great. And I completely keep forgetting that my wire wheel over here that I've been using on other lanterns that you've seen also has a buffing wheel on the other side. I didn't even think about using that. So maybe we're going to try that. Once we're done with this, we'll see what that can do. All right. A little more at this, and then we'll take another look. All right. Let's try this polishing wheel. Just for the fun of it. Maybe we'll test it on the bottom, see how it does. Okay. The motor on this thing's not strong enough for a buffet wheel. Okay, yeah, that's 2.5 amp grinder. Just can't handle the buffing wheel putting any pressure on it. So, and I can see this is smooth, so it should be much easier now to try some mothers and microfiber. Let's see how it works out. Let's see what's going on here, and we may go to the Dremel for some the corners and things. Okay, let's wipe her off real quick just to see what we're dealing with. Do I have another microfiber? I do. Okay. Now there's a sheen. It's kind of dull, but it's certainly improved. Let's see. What do you think, folks? I kind of like the idea of leaving that like that. Yeah. Might hit it with the Dremel polish a little bit, get in the corners a bit, make sure all my letters look nice. Wish I can uncover that P, but it's under the solder. All right, I'm going to play with the Dremel a little bit here. Stay tuned. All right, let's see here. It's all the red clay I got left. she's complaining. She's a little complaining kitty. Doesn't get what she wants. She's gonna yell at me. Looking nice, folks. How far do you want to take it? That's the question. Well, there's a couple spots there. I can try to get around that a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Oh, good. I'm glad I got around that filler cap. A little more of that. That was pretty heavy. All right. Much better there. Okay. You know what, folks? I think that's pretty darn good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the rest of this cleaned up, some steel wool, and we'll reassess the fount. I got to clean up this area first. All right, we'll be right back. Oh yes, I do believe I did these parts already a couple days ago. But just in case, it's been very humid, so we may have had a little bit of oxidation just in the last couple days because I haven't treated this stuff yet. Okay, let's treat it. Okay, what we got here, folks, is some break-free CLP. Cleans, lubricates, and protects. And since we got some bare metal here, we want to do all those things. Okay. I still kind of think that, yeah, you could pretty much tell this is not the appropriate scale, but it's all right. It's gonna be on a shelf. It's just gonna look pretty. And this will clean the any of this steel wool dust off of here. Any little hairs from Dremel. Okay. All right. So first, I'm gonna give this one more shot of polish because this stuff, once it dries, is bare. We'll do one more quick polishing, and then we'll CLP the top of this baby. right. That's all right. I get this stuff on my cutting board. That's fine. Protects my cutting board. I'm all right with that. Alright, yeah, it's really evens out any kind of discoloration from not perfectly aligned, brush marks from Dremels and things like that. Makes everything, brings the whole room together, you know what I mean? Alright. Not as many cat hairs as previous CLP wipe downs. Sorry for that. There's long-haired cats all over the place. And they lay on this table when I'm not in here. Okay. Let's take a look here. Let's do a little reassembly. What do you say? Right. Oh, there we go. All right, this looks kind of old and crusty, but for display purposes, nice. Okay. And that's just a pressure fit. Look at that. Nice. Oh, I gotta put this out there again. All right, come on, baby. There we go. Which end first? I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? Let's see. I don't want to put tool marks in this thing. All right, let me figure out. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Pritchard Strong, Rochester, New York. Prisco, #2. I like leaving that much tarnish on there. It just brings it all together. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, folks. Well, that's a good project. I wish I could have done it all consecutively and would have enjoyed it more, do it at beginning to end. But we are done. We are done with this project, and this one is going to be a cornerstone for now of my collection because it's beautiful. First copper fount. Excellent, excellent. All right, folks. Hey, that was another episode down. I got some other good projects too coming up. All right, folks, don't you go changing.
Get wild.